Hey everyone, it's John Morley, and welcome once again to my channel, Positive Vibrational Waves. So tonight we're actually going to talk about those numbers that you probably were getting throughout the day, and maybe you've seen them a couple other times. So I'm going to talk about some of the numbers and basically what they mean. So if you're getting a 1, it's referring to the fact that you're being very original, you have leadership, independence. If you're seeing a 2, there's cooperation, association, and you have sensitivity to others. If you're seeing a 3, you're very creative and have a lot of self-expressions. If you're seeing a 4, you have stability, work, and career. And one of those could be an issue. So now let's talk about how you're actually going to see them. So the thing is about if you get a 5, you have a lot of venture, excitement, or any type of realm of higher consciousness. If you see a 6, it's going to relate to home, family, and responsibilities there pertaining. If you have a 7, you have an alignment with a spiritual purpose that you have come in contact with. If you see an 8, there is abundance and material prosperity about to enter your life. If you have a 9, there's accomplishment of your soul's deeper purpose that is starting to manifest. If you see an 11, that's a master number and deeper intuitions. You're possibly going to meet someone, and there's going to be a raising of the vibrations that is going to change your life, hopefully for a very good positive reason. If you see a 22, it's another master number. It means it's the ability to make your dreams come true. So those are the general numbers, basically. So actually, it's actually the 11 is against the master number. 22 is another master number, as we saw. If you see a 000, it means that you're in alignment and you're connecting with infinite source. So a 0 has no beginning, it has no end. So you're connected to that infinite source, and that's a real powerful number. That's something you're going to see often. If you see a 1010, it means that you are having a spiritual awakening, or you're about to have a spiritual awakening. So let's talk about some of the other numbers that you're probably going to come in contact with. They're going to be more of the triple numbers. And let's talk about 1, which is going to be if you see 111, it means that you're focused more on your powerful thoughts, meaning that you need to actually focus more on them. So not that you're having them right now, but you need to focus more so that you have powerful thoughts and abundance. So that's important. If you see a 222, it means balance, physical and spiritual balance, that you are in harmony with those. If you're seeing a 333, you're being guided and you're being protected by our angels, by the universe. If you're seeing a 444, you're connected to the earth and everyone around you, so you're very grounded. If you're seeing a 555, that indicates that change is about to happen in your life. If you're seeing a 666, now a lot of people think 666 means that it's bad. It's actually not. It's actually is a sum. It's one of the very few numbers that the sum and the product of the two numbers equals 6. So if you take 3 and 3, or 2 times 3, you're still going to come up with 6. So that is a very, very special number, and the angels are watching over you. If you see a 777, there's going to be a spiritual shift about to happen. If you see an 888, the angels and abundance and positivity are eminent. If you see 999, there is an end to an old way. And if you see a 9999, that indicates that there's going to be closure in your life. So I forgot to tell you, of course, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are coming back, of course, welcome back. I would just ask you if you would please go ahead and click on the little subscribe button at the lower right. Give us a thumbs up, and also go ahead and smash that bell so that you get notified when I publish additional content. So this week we've been talking a lot about signs from the universe, how you are able to get them, and kind of deciphering what those signs mean. Now, an interesting thing that happened to me, and I should share this with you, is that the other night, actually just last night, I was putting the intention out there to have numbers, and I did get some numbers. However, something else happened. I actually had a dream. And the thing about the dream was, it was not something I was expecting, but it was able to give me a clear insight to something that I didn't really have a focus on. And that's what's kind of unique about, when you go to sleep or you meditate, your brain is working on these things while you're in sleep or while you're awake and in meditation. So tomorrow is Sunday, and we're going to have a final session closing the week up about signs from the universe. Now, I know a lot of times people are telling me, John, I'm not getting a sign from the universe. I'm not feeling abundant. How do I have a spiritual awakening? It's just not happening for me. Well, if it's not happening for you, the first thing I want to tell you is not to judge it, because, it's going to happen in due time, and your mind and body have to be ready for it. So you have to desire it, you have to believe in it, you have to expect it, and you also have to be non-judgmental. If for any reason that you are judgmental or that you're doubting any of this, it's not going to work. The universe has better things to do than to manifest something for someone that doesn't believe in the manifestations. Now, I know sometimes it can get frustrating that things are not happening the way you want, or they're not happening today, or they're not happening tomorrow. The most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is to stay focused on your purpose, to stay focused on your goals, and to just put concentrated effort to those thoughts, to visualize daily, and also to make sure, in addition to those things, that you are starting to not just walk the walk, but you're talking the talk. A lot of people will do one but not the other. So you want to talk the talk and then also walk the talk. So what do I mean by that? Well, by talking the talk, or talking the talk, you have to make sure you're really believing it, that you're not just saying it, you're not just going through the motions, that you really believe it and it's happening. By, just talking the talk and not walking the talk means that you're not living your life in a way that's going to allow these things to manifest. So one thing about the universe is you basically put your order in just like you do in a restaurant. But then you have to kind of step back and detach from it just a little bit and realize that you may not know how it's going to happen, and that's perfectly fine. All you have to do is kind of just tell the restaurant or tell the universe, what it is you want, and your order will be served to you, but you have to believe in that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know these have been some quick videos this week, but when it comes to signs of the universe, and once you understand the basic premise, it's pretty straightforward. You can use the universe, again, to give you insights into anything you need, and the universe will present the information to you at the appropriate time. So if you're asking for something and you're just coming up with a blank, it doesn't mean that the universe is broken. It doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. Mostly what that means is that the answer that you're seeking is not ready to be given to you. Because maybe the path that you have in life right now isn't ready to receive it. Now, I know that sounds really strange. So desire, belief, and expectancy. You have to have a positive attitude, because if we don't have a positive attitude, it's like, trying to use a light bulb or trying to use an appliance without having electricity. Positivity is the energy in our soul and our body that allows us to have these manifestations by creating the energy to be drawn to the cells, to our brain, and to create these different types of reactions, which will cause our body to be alert for these types of opportunities and thus be able to react on those situations. Well, listen, I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. We have tomorrow left, which is actually the last day of the week and the day before Labor Day. Hopefully you all have some great plans for Labor Day. This is John Morley with Positive Vibrational Waves, and I want to thank you very much for stopping by my channel today and listening to what we've had to say about abundance and the magical or angel numbers that you will sometimes get, or when you get repeating numbers. And it doesn't have to just be, remember, in a dream or somewhere you see. It could be on a receipt. But when you're seeing these numbers repeat, there is a reason for it. It is not a coincidence. Again, I'm John Morley, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Be sure to again smash that bell down there. Give us a thumbs up and also subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.